This story begins in 2007. An archaeologist named Dr. Mark Hawley was conducting an important expedition in the cold and deep waters of Lake Michigan in the United States. He was using advanced sonar technology capable of scanning the lake's depths in great detail. His original goal was to locate the remains of an ancient shipwreck that had disappeared many years earlier. While scanning the lakebed, something unusual suddenly appeared on the sonar screen. Instead of the wreckage of a ship, Dr. Hawley noticed a remarkably long and perfectly straight line stretching across the bottom of the lake. From the sonar image alone, it was impossible to determine exactly what it was. Curious and determined to investigate further, Dr. Hawley immediately put on his scuba diving gear and descended into the freezing waters. At that moment, he had no idea that what awaited him beneath the surface would challenge many long-held assumptions about human history. As he reached the lakebed, he saw something almost impossible to believe. Across the flat, sandy floor of the lake stood a series of massive stones arranged in a remarkably straight line. Even more astonishing, the stones appeared to have been carefully placed as if someone had deliberately measured and aligned them by hand. At first glance, it was obvious that this did not look like a natural formation. According to the laws of nature, arranging such large stones in such a perfectly straight line would be extremely unlikely. The strange discovery only increased Dr. Hawley's curiosity. Slowly swimming alongside the formation, he continued for several hundred meters. Then, suddenly, he arrived at an even more mysterious location. There, he discovered a large circular structure made from enormous stones. At the far end of this circular formation was a deep trench or depression. The site immediately reminded Dr. Hawley of England's famous prehistoric monument, Stonehenge. The circular arrangement beneath the water looked remarkably similar to a smaller version of the ancient stone circle. News of the discovery quickly spread. Media outlets began discussing the mysterious underwater structure, and speculation exploded. Some people suggested that the formation might be around 10,000 years old. If true, it could potentially be older than Stonehenge itself by thousands of years. Soon, numerous theories emerged. Some believed it had once been a sacred religious site. Others suggested it was used for rituals or spiritual ceremonies. However, Dr. Hawley had a different perspective. He believed everyone was focusing too much on the circular structure. In his opinion, the real mystery was hidden within the mile-long straight line of stones. Just as Dr. Mark Hawley was trying to solve the mystery of Lake Michigan, another remarkable discovery changed everything. In another large American lake, researchers found a similar stone formation that closely resembled the structure discovered by Hawley. In 2009, archaeologist John O'Shea from the University of Michigan published research describing a comparable discovery. About 300 kilometers away, beneath the waters of Lake Huron, researchers had found another strange line of stones. What was most surprising was how closely it matched the structure discovered in Lake Michigan. After extensive investigation, O'Shea reached a fascinating conclusion. According to him, these formations were not religious monuments and were not evidence of a lost civilization. Instead, they were ancient hunting structures created thousands of years ago. These structures are known as drive lines. Long ago, indigenous hunters in North America hunted a large animal called the caribou. Caribou resemble deer but are larger and incredibly powerful. Interestingly, caribou tend to follow visible pathways or lines rather than changing direction suddenly. Ancient hunters understood this behavior extremely well. They arranged large stones in straight lines to guide herds of caribou along a predetermined route. The animals would naturally follow the stone pathway. At the end of the route was the circular area that Dr. Hawley had discovered. Hunters would hide behind large rocks nearby, waiting for the herd to arrive. The strategy became even more effective because a deep trench or natural drop-off was located beyond the circular enclosure. As the caribou moved forward, they would find themselves trapped. Hunters behind them, a steep drop ahead. With nowhere to escape, the animals became easy targets. Following this explanation, Dr. Hawley became convinced that the mysterious underwater formation was actually an ancient hunting trap created thousands of years ago. And just when it seemed the mystery had finally been solved, An even more astonishing discovery on the other side of the world changed the course of the story once again. Part 2. The 3,300-year-old shipwreck hidden beneath the Mediterranean Sea. Just when it seemed that the mystery of Lake Michigan had been solved, an even more astonishing discovery emerged from the depths of the Mediterranean Sea. The year was 2023. A British energy company was searching for new oil and natural gas reserves deep beneath the Mediterranean Sea. Their research vessel was operating about 55 miles off the coast of Israel, exploring one of the deepest regions of the sea. To investigate what lay beneath the vast waters, they deployed advanced underwater technology. A sophisticated robotic vehicle was sent nearly 1 mile below the ocean surface. Its mission was simple: photograph the seabed and search for potential energy resources. The robot transmitted images of ordinary sand, rocks, and familiar underwater landscapes. Then suddenly, something unusual appeared on the screen. The engineers noticed a strange mound rising from the seabed. Initially, it looked like a natural underwater hill, but as they examined the images more closely, they realized that hundreds of small objects seemed to be partially buried beneath the sand. This was highly unusual. Natural underwater mounds typically do not contain large collections of identical objects clustered together. Instead, the formation looked more like the remains of a collapsed structure. Experts immediately began analyzing the images. What they found left them stunned. The mound contained hundreds of ancient clay jars, pots, and storage vessels buried beneath layers of sediment. Over thousands of years, sand had accumulated around them, making the entire site resemble a natural hill. But this raised an even bigger question. How did hundreds of clay vessels end up nearly a mile beneath the sea? To investigate further, researchers sent a more advanced robotic camera to the location. The new footage revealed something extraordinary. Detailed analysis showed that the mound was not a natural formation at all. Instead, it outlined the shape of a shipwreck. Further scans revealed the remains of an ancient vessel approximately 40 feet long, buried beneath the cargo. A new challenge immediately emerged. How could archaeologists recover fragile pottery that had remained underwater for more than 3,000 years without destroying it? Even the slightest mistake could cause the ancient artifacts to shatter. To solve this problem, archaeologists collaborated with the energy company and used specially designed robotic equipment capable of handling delicate objects with extreme care. After considerable effort, several artifacts were successfully brought to the surface. And then came the most exciting discovery. Inside some of the containers, traces of organic materials were still present. Researchers believe the vessels may once have carried olive oil, agricultural products, wine, other valuable trade goods. Although thousands of years had passed, enough evidence remained to provide clues about their original contents. The biggest revelation came when scientists determined the age of the artifacts. The results astonished everyone. The pottery was approximately 3,300 years old. This made the shipwreck one of the oldest deep-sea shipwrecks ever discovered. The discovery transformed historians' understanding of ancient maritime technology. The Mediterranean Sea is enormous, covering nearly 1 million square miles. Its waters can be dangerous, with powerful storms and unpredictable conditions. Yet ancient sailors successfully crossed these waters long before modern navigation systems existed. Imagine that, more than 3,000 years ago, people built ships capable of surviving one of the world's most challenging seas. But even this incredible discovery was not the end. Soon, another mystery emerged, one involving a creature that science had declared extinct millions of years ago, the fish that returned from extinction. December 1938. On a cold morning off the coast of South Africa, an experienced fisherman headed out to sea as he did every day. He expected nothing unusual, but that day, his fishing net would capture something that would shock the scientific world. December 1938. On a cold morning off the coast of South Africa, an experienced fisherman headed out to sea as usual. It seemed like an ordinary day, but he had no idea that something extraordinary was about to become entangled in his fishing net. something that would shock scientists around the world. As he hauled in his catch, he noticed a strange creature among the fish. At first glance, it didn't look like any fish he had ever seen before. The animal was nearly 5 feet long, with a shimmering blue body and an appearance that seemed almost alien. Its most unusual feature was its fins. Unlike ordinary fish, which have soft fins used mainly for swimming, this creature possessed 4 thick, fleshy fins that looked remarkably similar to the limbs of an animal. The fisherman had spent years at sea, yet he had never encountered anything like it. Recognizing its unusual nature, the specimen was sent to experts for examination. When marine biologists saw the creature, they could hardly believe their eyes. According to science, this species should not have existed. It had supposedly disappeared from Earth millions of years ago, yet here it was alive. The mysterious fish was called the coelacanth. Scientists often refer to it as a living fossil, and for good reason. Its body structure is unlike that of almost any modern fish. Those strange limb-like fins are one of its most remarkable features. Instead of moving all its fins simultaneously like most fish, the coelacanth moves them in alternating patterns. Watching it swim almost looks like observing a 4-legged animal walking underwater. It appears to place one limb after another as it glides through the depths. But the surprises don't stop there. The coelacanth possesses a unique feature found in no other living fish. Inside its skull is a special joint known as an intracranial joint. This allows the upper portion of its skull to move independently. When attacking prey, it can raise part of its skull upward, opening its mouth unusually wide and enabling it to swallow larger prey. The fish also possesses a remarkable sensory organ near its snout called the rostral organ. This organ can detect weak electrical signals produced by other animals. Because coelacanth live in deep, dark waters where sunlight cannot reach, vision alone is often insufficient. Instead, they use these electrical signals to locate prey hidden in the darkness. Another astonishing fact concerns its brain. The coelacanth's skull is filled almost entirely with a fatty substance. Its actual brain occupies only about 1% of the cranial cavity. Scientists believe this fatty material helps protect the animal from the intense pressure found in deep ocean environments. Its reproductive system is equally unusual. Most fish lay eggs. Coelacanth do not. Instead, the eggs develop inside the mother's body, and the young are born alive after they are fully formed. This makes them very different from most fish species. Why did scientists think it was extinct? The answer lies in the fossil record. During the 19th century, paleontologists discovered fossils of fish unlike any living species. Analysis revealed that these animals first appeared roughly 400 million years ago. For millions of years, coelacanth fossils appeared throughout the geological record. Then suddenly, about 65 million years ago, the fossils disappeared. The same rock layers that contained coelacanth fossils also contained dinosaur fossils. Because no younger fossils were found, scientists concluded that coelacanth had gone extinct during the same mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. For decades, this conclusion seemed certain. Then, in 1938, a living coelacanth appeared. The discovery completely overturned scientific assumptions. A creature believed to have vanished tens of millions of years earlier was still swimming in Earth's oceans. Even more importantly, coelacanth possess features that provide clues about one of the most important events in evolutionary history: the transition from life in water to life on land. Their limb-like fins resemble structures that may have eventually evolved into the legs of early land animals. In a sense, coelacanth are living windows into Earth's distant past. Finding one alive was like discovering a living dinosaur. The scientific community was stunned. And yet another incredible mystery was waiting to be uncovered. A discovery buried beneath the soil of China would reveal an army that had remained hidden for more than 2,000 years. The Terracotta Army, the underground army of an emperor. The year was 1974. In a small village in China, a severe drought had created a major water crisis. For months, little rain had fallen. Crops withered in the fields, and the villagers struggled to survive. Hoping to find water, a group of local farmers decided to dig a new well. They believed that somewhere deep beneath the ground there had to be a source of water. Day after day, they dug deeper into the earth. One day passed, then 2, then 3. After reaching a depth of nearly 15 feet, something unexpected happened. A farmer named Yang Jifa suddenly felt his shovel strike something hard beneath the soil. The metallic sound echoed through the excavation site. Everyone stopped working. Curious, Yang carefully cleared away the surrounding dirt. As more soil was removed, an eerie sight emerged. From the darkness below, it seemed as though a pair of eyes were staring back at them. The workers were stunned. When they uncovered more of the object, they realized it was the head of a life-sized clay statue. No one knew what it was. Yang removed the object and showed it to the other villagers. But instead of excitement, many felt fear. Local superstition held that discovering human figures buried underground was a bad omen. Some believed it signaled approaching misfortune. News of the strange discovery eventually reached Chinese authorities. Archaeologists were dispatched to investigate. What they found would become one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in human history. As excavation continued, more statues began appearing. Then more, and more. Soon it became clear that this was not a single statue. Beneath the earth lay an entire army. Eventually, archaeologists discovered more than 8,000 life-sized terracotta soldiers buried underground. The scale of the discovery was almost unimaginable. But what amazed researchers even more was the incredible detail of the statues. No two soldiers appeared exactly alike. Each had unique facial features, different hairstyles, different expressions, different uniforms. Some looked stern, others appeared calm. Some seemed young, others looked older and more experienced. It was as if each statue had been modeled after a real person. Even more astonishing, many of the figures originally carried real bronze weapons. These were not simple decorative sculptures. They were part of something much larger, the army of China's first emperor. Researchers eventually identified the site as the burial complex of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor who unified China. Qin Shi Huang was one of the most powerful rulers in ancient history. He believed that his authority should continue even after death. To protect himself in the afterlife, he ordered the creation of a massive underground army.